Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. Last time, we kinda got ourselves shipwrecked. Ooh, shells. Unknown. So fresh you can suck the flesh from them. We'll keep that, we're probably going to make some lovely chowder or something like that later. Anything else worth nicking on this? Wonderful, sure. Okay. The enemies are left shift to see their sight range. Well, actually I want to go have a look at this thing first. Waypoints. Right, so apparently fleeing combat allows me to...
I thought the order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Yeah, look at that, that's pretty horrific. And there's someone waiting for me on the other side. Oh, it's one of the kids. Hello, child.
Has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots...
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards. Really? Like, what kind of stories?
Tell the story,
Dragon
then.
that marries an elf? That sounds silly. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of the dragon, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Oh dear.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Why are you
No one
alone?
cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
Do your parents know where you are?
Now, the Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die.
Why aren't you scared?
Guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean.
Okay.
You'll see.
Nihilistic
You can
child.
stay out here with me if you want. You don't seem that scary.
Alright, so he's got shells, cloth straps, and a toy block. I've already got a couple of shells, so 10. Alright. Okay. Oh mate, I've insulted him. Yeah, let's offer him 10 gold then. There you go, you have gold. I have some cloth. See what we can see from up here. Okay, this entire place seems to be quite heavily battered. That is a giant shell there. That's a short stick. And some whisper wood. What is whisper wood used for? Sting. What recipes have I got? I could do myself a knife on a steak. You already have one of those. Yeah, I'm not using a knife on a stick, there's no point in crafting one. Right, so that's some sort of monsters on the... some others.
Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. they've made it to shore.
Alright, there's only 2 of them. I'm going to take them for the XP. How close can I get in with just 1 AP? Can I want to be 7-meter range? Two AP will get me to there. Dragon's Breath is 1 AP. They're burning. Now I've got enough AP to run back a little bit. They talk. Why do they talk? Alright, so much for the vicious foidling. Alright, so physical armor is down. I'm taking physical damage.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Crawling up giblets. Everyone's favourite.
Drowned and eaten by a voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
Oh, I've leveled up. Do I level up is the next question. Ah, here we go. I have 2 points, so hoping that will give me 10% damage, more carrying capacity. What's my Dragon's Breath use? Pumping up intelligence. Level magical armor. Go into a point of memory for skills. Dual reading now. Leadership. Single-handed one could be useful. Okay, that's a solid one to pick up at the start. Oh, I can get some personality. Develop items, useful. Move animals regardless of weight. Get a point of Lore Master just in that going. Opportunistic. Okay. Alright. Okay, leveled. I have stuff. Okay, just slightly stronger than I was before. Always a good thing. So it looks like most of that heals after a fight. Collect all these shells, they might be useful. The Laura, Neep Neep. That squirrel's riding it.
The squirrel looks at you in shock. Are you sure you want to chase him away?
No, let
The
the squirrel
squirrel
sing.
turns his nose up at you and turns away. But his cat seems more than happy to tag along, dragging its owner with it.
I think I just got a pet. Few weapons, okay. Tie your knife to a stick. That do anything? Okay, so I'm just using my own homemade sword. Right, the only thing is here is finding exactly what it wants me to click. Sharp rock. That seems like an upgrade. The prisoner.
You
That's
spot a
it.
strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Yeah,
The
I
lizard
got a plan.
turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Right, what cash does that come with?
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further,
Why are you standing on the rock?
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Yeah, as of last night, I see a crack-infested wasteland.
Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
What does he mean by lost?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Has he tried down the back of the sofa?
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same.
Yeah, Red Prince.
I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
He's welcome to tag along if he wants.
This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix?
Yes.
On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of our kind's revered mystics. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good.
It's an easy promise.
So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Oh, so I can pick a class for him. I'm going to kick him this fighter.
Onwards then to
I don't
victory
intend to
or
be using him for long because, you know, there's a more interesting character that I met. I want the pirate dwarf, the woman, and the general.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't... Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Alright. So that's like a minimal view. Yeah, having two guys is better than none. But I'm fairly certain I'm going to be trading him out for someone who's basically not my character. You always get more companions than you use. One of an RPG. Now I'm just collecting shells. Gonna go fight some powerful monsters. So yeah, this looks like this episode's gonna be wandering around looking for people. There's another person hanging around this ship by the looks of it.
A black cat. Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Alright, so someone's using the cat to spy on me. Who's down here?
I never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
Oh, one of the kids that's definitely survived. Probably have enough shells now.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
Yep.
I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Alright. Ooh, a fishbone. That might be useful. Yeah, we're getting to a more populated area now. I want that long branch as well. Alright, there's more people up there. Alright, so I started up there. Kind of got my map turned around. So they want that at the bottom, like that.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud...
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Alright, so they got these two huge guys. Yeah. I'm not going to talk up, I don't want to be too noticed.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
Okay.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Okay, relaxing dialogues. Let's just go loot the dead, shall we? Oh, she had plenty of stuff. Yoink. Not quite sure what we'll do with her leg. But yes, they literally exploded her. Which is probably not very good for her. He's got a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Okay. So that's that sorted. Before we wander into there, let's continue to explore this area. I want to see if we can find a few more party members. Got a large area we've not checked. Even out for secret passages. Hidden behind the vines, yeah.
I found something.
Either way, it's more like you have to find it. Okay. A hidden alcove.
I wonder where this leads.
To Fane. Okay. Oops. I didn't really want to pick the ooze babble up.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approaching, you hear a profane rumble from the undead beast.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
You do it.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
What's his business with the
its
buddy?
Face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin
Lovely.
holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal. Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! Oh. You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, not my kind, but those that look like me. So... if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's at a
Oh, don't
prison.
be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed, I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather... absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
Okay.
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
What is that then?
Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
My great six, not even got a clue where they went.
Well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent.
All right.
While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well.
3 of 2. 7 new recipes. Alright, I should really check my journal. Right. Need to remove the source collar. Need to find a face ripper. Red prince. Okay, so we know there's enough people knocking around. That's fine. Let's have a look at crafting, shall we? Right, poison bottle. Have we picked up that barrel? We could make a small bottle of poison. Okay, so we got some poison. Okay. Sure, wait. Let's drop that poison barrel. So knowing that having that stuff is quite important. Alright, I shall have the muddy mittens. And the important one. There's also a crate hiding up here. If I know dead by glass. Useful. Antler. Shank. Just backstab doesn't really help me much. Anything else worth nicking around here? A very pretty thing down there. Not sure how we get to it. We just had a +3, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Oh, it's poisoned. Can't reach that. Ah, there's a way up to here. We have to just go for the poison. Actually, no. let me walk up to here. The poison away. See, smart. Putting that crate down, but it's fine. Just being able to breathe fire is actually really powerful. Alright. Physical armor. Okay.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
Okay. I don't know who he was talking about, but if he explains,
Magister
can
offers to
help.
help us flee. Atusa. She says there are many magisters who do not agree with the bishop. She says they bring us to safety. But Atusa is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We are afraid to stay, afraid to leave.
Yep, she said.
See. I see. We hope for nothing then. We wait for nothing. I like to be alone now.
Okay. I kind of annoyed them slightly by stealing stuff that wasn't ours. Let's continue to wander around down here. Is that a hostile turtle? Okay, that's a big turtle. Let's just nip up here and save for a second. Let's have a look at the big bloated corpse. And I've just
They're
happened.
transforming.
Shield up. We touched turtles, excellent. I'm glad I saved. Oh, we're gonna get totally annihilated. Okay. Set that turtle on fire. Oh, it has backflash, apparently. Yeah, I've got myself into a rather hairy situation here. The red prince is down here. That was a critical opportunity attack, that's already been useful. Right. Armor of Frost. Okay, so it's got magic armor as well, no? Did I just cast magic on him, not me? Alright, just get out of this flame. Alright. Mr. Mage, what can you do? Too bad. Ignition. Alright. Oh, that turtle's... Alright. Alright, mate. Alright, mate. Calm. Okay, so he's technically dead. Let's see what happens at the end of dying. Okay.
The squirrel's nose twitches as the squirrel's nose twitches.
And be resurrected. Alright. There might be something worth nicking around here.
To attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Right. He's died. Someone stole his food. Yeah. It's worth a gold. Let's take it. Alright. I'm not quite sure where the big turtle corpse went off to, but yeah. Maybe those resurrection squirrels are going to be easy to find. Alright, we found a path up towards this ship, however. And there's a bunch of other people here. Let's use some of these healing potions, shall we? Everyone's got some healing. Did he just die? Because I used a healing potion on him. Ready for the fight, I think.
A snarl of vines snakes upward from the corpse. After a moment, you realize the gruesome truth. They're not entangling the corpse, but bursting from it.
Let's inspect them first.
The vines have split the corpse's chest with incredible force. Thin roots wriggle from limbs and nail beds, anchoring it to the ground. The vines encircle a rough depression, as if something held there was violently torn free.
This is probably stupid,
Before
but
you
we've got to
even
learn.
registered the cool flesh, the vines lash around your wrist and drag you close. They pulse, tightening mercilessly, and release you, withdrawing sluggishly, as if sated, for now.
Okay. Who do I need to start a conversation with? Ah, so faint as that. Okay, there we go.
Sir, we've got company.
Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you?
Hey.
The witch don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship by herself, with a collar on.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I do not find the rest,
Store the elven hedge magic. Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it? Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me? I was just sorry we didn't get the lot of you.
Oh, that's nice. They genocide the elf.
You! I try to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The Scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
Alright, I'm not part of the fight. Okay. Are you coming for me? She's the one that attacked you. I know I'm crippled. Exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. I move up to... Alright. Would be you, wouldn't it? It's a... Oh, there's a hand up there. Can't move because I'm crippled. I feel like I'm in above my head here. Bane's dead already. This is the Red Prince. 2 AP would start chunky for that guy. Okay, Burns block plays much harder. Fortify. Then, and it as well. Right, people love giving us opportunities to this apparently.
Right where I want you.
Okay, that was some sort of major attack there. Let's focus on the master. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm reloading. Alright. Let's redo this little bit here. This time, getting a bit better idea of the combat. How long does this last? 3 turns.
What's happening to these turtles?
Alright. I get to go first.
Transforming.
Set the turtle on fire. Shield up. I have a bunch of these, so okay. Well, we dealt with that ancient tainted turtle. Ooh, lord, he hits hard. Okay. Fame. can't move, crippled. Bash up the damage. At least you put me out. Right, the red prince. Not enough AP to get in there. Can kill the big turtle though. Alright, who's gonna do the same thing? Just disappear completely. Just step out the flames. My turn. Frost armor. Oh no, 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 no. Keep doing that. Yeah, okay, frost armor can be targetable. Get you out the fire. Alright, so I've just armored up that turtle again. Right. Faye, get out the fire, please. I was just poisoning him by drinking it. Yes, I did. I am not the brightest. Okay, so he's poisoned. Oh no, he deals extra poison damage. Right. Alright, we'll get into these guys now. You guys dead your turn. Hey, thanks for not setting me on fire anymore. You're quite a heavy hitter. Not enough AP. Pick that. Kill him. Let's find the cooked one. Let's go over to back in.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Yeah, I wonder where this turtle ended up. Where do you see your experience? Ah, 300, 4, 700. So before we try and get that, let's see if we can get another level up. I'm sneaking apparently. What did I press to sneak? Ooh. We just picked up some left looking stuff. A wand. Right, what you're using. Improvised wand. Look at that, straight improvement. And then I am the most important person, so I'm going to get these lovely boots. Alright, so I'm learning something about combat at the moment. definitely a better shape this time. Still not sure we can do that over combat until we have a few more people. Please don't set yourself on fire as you run past that. Leading me. Getting down to that cove would be nice. Must be a way. Through. There's a waterfall there. And a little hidden cove that's there. Can't reach the tree trunk. Come over here, let's see what we can see. I think the way down must be over this way here. Yeah, there we go. That's what we have to do. Let's check this little bit here, and then we'll call that for today. There's a hard fight up there, which I need Faye not to be dead, like 2 seconds in. Wizards. They've almost kind of got the same hit points at the moment. What's this? There's a marker here. That's the exit apparently. I'll reach that. Loads of stuff up there. Is that like a skill check, do you think? Interesting. Alright, well, the last thing to do is to run up this big road. There's so much this room place that's interesting. Anyway, I think it looks like it's time to introduce ourselves to the Magistress. It's all the way down here, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe we can get a few quest XP. Level ourselves up to level 3. Get those glorious health points in. But yep, that's all for next time. So yep, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.